M.L. Beistle and the Beistle Company, local business leading the way in helping Americans celebrate holidays. The Beistle Company, founded in 1900 by Martin Luther Beistle, provided many jobs during the Great Depression and manufactured goods for the World Wars. Beistle is still providing jobs for many people and maintaining its American family business leadership. In 1900, M.L. Beistle created the first, soon-to-be Beistle product, a tree made of dyed feathers and sticks in the basement of his home in Pittsburgh. This sparked the beginning of the nation's #1 disposable party decoration company. When Beistle first began, the company printed other companies' logos and names on pre-made calendars. During this period, the company was called the Pittsburgh Calendar Company. It was not until M.L. Beistle took a vacation to Florida that he rekindled the love of crafts he used to make in his home basement. M.L. Beistle decided to take his small creations to the next level. Mr. Beistle, being the businessman he was, knew he could take his crafts and make a profitable product out of them. This new company would be called Beistle. The Pittsburgh Calendar Company and the Beistle Company soon separated because of disputes over the new product line of plant-based decorations. The criticism from his old company would not faze him. I discovered why since I found you. Mr. Beistle would continue to grow his new, now family-based company. After 2 years of working out of his basement, as the company expanded, M.L. Beistle knew that his basement was no longer an adequate environment for the company. In 1906, the company moved to Oakville, Pennsylvania, because of the lurking financial panic of 1907. The Beistle Company moved to a new location of work. Some new items, branching out, were added to the product line.
In 1907, the Beistle Company relocated yet again to their current location, Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Also that year, the company was incorporated, which means that the company was legally recognized. In 1908, they became official manufacturers of paper products and wooden toys.
The Beistle Company, from the beginning, valued family and their workers. M.L. Beistle would write handwritten notes to workers for pay raises and to thank them for their dedication to the company. The company hired mothers and daughters, fathers and sons. Many families continue to work in Beistle for generations. In 1917, Beistle helped with war efforts, something many people thought a paper decoration company would not be able to do. Beistle proved them wrong. Packing parachutes was a tedious and challenging process, but a perfect challenge for an equipped paper company. The Beistle Company had plenty of room and large amounts of people used to being very detailed with their work, making the Beistle staff perfect for folding parachutes for soldiers in the war. Tags for how to use gas masks and labels were also a help to the U.S. military created by the company. After World War I, the company returned to normal production. At this time, they added new holiday-based products, Halloween, Valentine's Day, and Easter products, which would soon become parts of cellaring at home for every holiday. Following the Great War, American culture became more unified as a result of the soldiers returning home and the increasing influence of an industrial economy. The Beistle Company was positioned to make the most of this change. In 1929, the Great Depression hit hard on many Americans and American companies, including Beistle. The Beistle Company was forced to cut down on employment along with many other companies. However, Beistle did not close their doors. The company continued to provide jobs to as many thankful workers as they could, and designed modified products that could be assembled at home, resulting in a cheaper priced product. The goal of this new tactic was to help show happiness when all anyone could see was sadness.
Beistle was the first American company to produce honeycombed products. This process had already been performed in Europe, but had not yet been manufactured in America. This process is what Beistle became famous for. The Beistle Company's logo is based off the traditional honeycomb pattern that is still used today. This rhombus logo has been a sign of this complicated process for many years.
In European countries such as Germany, honeycombing was done entirely by hand and was expensive because of the process. Producing honeycombed product would take hours and patience. Each piece of tissue paper would be stitched and commonly rip or tear, causing the product to be ruined and the manufacturer to restart. Beistle was extremely impressed by honeycomb products. However, this was an expensive process and took large amounts of time. Beistle invented a more efficient process to honeycomb using glue instead of stitches. By doing this, it was less likely for the product to rip. Eventually, a machine was developed that could recreate the honeycomb pattern. The machine did work, but was not of the same quality as done by hand. Also, this new machine replaced many hardworking employees.
Beistle's goals from the beginning were to provide low-priced products and jobs for as many people as possible. As soon as the company realized how many high-quality jobs were being snatched by this low-quality machine, it was obvious this was against the basic morals of the company. The machine was to be no longer used.
Today, the Beistle Company has grown to the #1 disposable party decoration company. The headquarters still remains in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. The current president of the company, Mrs. Patricia Lacey, is a family member of M.L. Beistle himself. All members of the company sustain the original goals of the founder: to create items at the lowest prices possible and to provide jobs to as many people as possible. To quote former Beistle president Henry E. Lurs, "Our greatest joy lies in the fact that all elements work together in harmony, and are a living testimony that all elements in the business enterprise can be friendly, one with the other, and that the idea of the golden rule in practice can be made a reality."